Hello lovelies, and welcome to another episode of The Secrets of Cameron. That's me. If you're new to this channel, hello and welcome. If you're not, hey, what's going on? Welcome back. Missed you a lot. Now, although it's not usual, I'm going to start with my eyes today. Because I'm not trying to do a certain look. I'm not trying to do a certain color. I'm not trying to show you a look that I usually do. What I am doing today is a review, which is the first of my channel. I'm really excited to do this, although there's been so much controversy over this specific topic. But we'll get into that in a minute. First of all, I would like to say I'm so sorry about my lighting. For the past week, it's been really gloomy and awful. And I just haven't found the time to record at a good time during the day. And it's only 3 o'clock, so it shouldn't be this dark, but it is. So we're going to go ahead and move past the fact that it's real dark. We're going to work with this lamp setup that I'm going with. And just bear with me here for the next episode. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with the I Want It All palette. Now this is one of my older palettes. This palette has my basic everyday look in it. If I'm not trying to go anywhere fancy, if I'm just trying to put a look on and go, this baby is what I'm usually going to be using, which I love. So I already have the buttercream frosting on for my base, and my Urban Decay primer potion. I already put that on, and then I put this lovely buttercream frosting color on already. So if you don't know how to do my base, I put the primer potion on, I take the color, I put it all over just to give the other colors a piece to work off of. So like I said, this isn't about my actual makeup, so I'm just going to do a normal makeup look. I'm not really going to be pointing a lot of things out. I'll tell you what colors I'm using, but today this video is about one project and one product only, and we will get to that. So I'm going to be going in with both 1942 and Party Time, a little bit mix of both, and blend those together as transition shade. Now, although I really do love this palette, the one problem I have with it, I'm going to go into Party Time right there, is that it is very, very powdery. I think she did definitely work on the formula for the Naughty Nice palette, but just, it's so powdery, it gets everywhere, which, I mean, I'm fine with it. Alright, now I'm going to go in with a pink. Alright, so that was my basic everyday, gotta run, do it real quick eye look. Even before I had the I Want It All palette, which gave me the basics that I needed for this eye look without even knowing that I needed all of these colors. I would use the Peach palette from Too Faced, which gave you pretty much the same results. However, obviously didn't have this bright hot pink, and it didn't have this really pretty shiny birthday girl topper, which I love. This is one of my favorite shimmers ever. It is just a simple champagne, beautiful color, really. So this is just what I would do going to high school, you know, every day. I would do my face, wake up early, wake up too early to do it. We're gonna go ahead and get into the brows, so I'm gonna go ahead and push my hair back and do the same thing I always do. If you don't know how I've done my eyebrows, please do watch the last videos, because I am just going to skip over this because I want to really get into the product that we're reviewing, which you will find out right after this. Alright, I am all back. My brows are done. Now, they're usually a lot darker, but because I'm doing kind of a simple eye look today, I'm going to go ahead and I did my feathered eyebrows rather than my thick ones that I use. I feel like with a very glam eye look, you should have pretty solid eyebrows. But because I'm not doing a glam eye look, I just did my regular feathered eyebrows that I like to do quickly. I just put my Smashbox primer on, and I'm going to go ahead, don't mind me just casually looking through drawers. I got my primer on, so I'm going to go ahead and introduce the product of the day that we are going to be reviewing, and that is the very controversial Tarte Shape Tape foundation. Now, I did not want the matte one due to I do have oily skin, but it's very combination. And the last thing I wanted was to look too matte because that kind of just scares me. So we're just gonna go ahead and do the Shape Tape foundation. Now, I know I've said multiple things about this in the past. I don't agree with them putting out a foundation collection without the full range of colors. It's 2018. You need to get it together. If you don't have colors enough for everybody and every skin type, instead of just 3 black colors, go home. Nobody wants that. But multiple of you have asked me to review this, so that's why I'm here, and that's why I'm reviewing this today for you. So I'm going to go ahead and open it. I've only opened it once, but I get to actually put it on my face. It has that big doe foot like the Tarte Shape Tape concealer, which I know and love, and I'm pretty sure we all know and love. So as you can see, the doe foot, although this is the Shape Tape's concealer, it's a lot smaller. You get just a little bit bigger for the foundation. Now this is the color Fair Light Neutral. I felt it matched my skin tone very well at the store when I was trying it. But today will definitely be the real test. So I'm going to go ahead and apply. Now I don't know exactly how much I will need. I did not quite look it up. But I'm assuming because with the concealer a lot goes a long way. And same with this foundation. Now I'm only going to do half the face first. And they do suggest using a brush. But I don't have a foundation brush. I don't use foundation brushes. So I'm just going to do a damp and beauty blender, which is my favorite way to do my foundation. Now, I don't think I put enough on, so I'm going to go ahead and apply a little bit more. And also look up exactly what this Tarte Shape Tape foundation is supposed to do. And once again, this is the hydrating foundation. Okay, so this is a hypoallergenic luminous finish gel foundation featuring the same iconic buildable full coverage as Shape Tape concealer with an added boost of skin smoothing oil-free hydration. Okay, so I haven't said it or anything. I really want to do a close-up of the with the foundation and with no foundation. So, although it's a little weird to do it with this lighting, we're gonna go ahead and this is the Shape Tape side. A little bit of buffing out. And then this is just my regular face. I don't break out really. I do have a lot of I don't break out really. I do have a lot of freckles. As you can see, you can definitely see my blemishes, and then they're very hidden with the Tarte Shape Tape, the foundation. I like how it feels. It's very like lightweight. It doesn't really feel like I'm wearing a bunch of foundation. With my other one, the one matched for me in my Cameron color, it's very heavy foundation. It is water based, but I think I really do like the finish of this. It's very smooth and, like I said, lightweight. It doesn't really feel like there's a lot of foundation on my skin right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other half of the face, and my beauty blender, man down. And I'm gonna go ahead and finish off my face. Okay, so now I have fully done my whole face with the Tarte Shape Tape. I'm going to go ahead and set it real quick and go ahead and put the rest of my makeup on. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and use my concealer, which I have heard people say that you really don't need concealer with this Shape Tape foundation. However, I love concealer. It helps. It's our friend. So I'm gonna go ahead, and I do want to see how the foundation reacts with its counterpart, Shape Tape, which is what gave it so much hype in the first place. If they didn't have this concealer, I feel that the franchise wouldn't have taken off like it did. Don't get me wrong, I love Tarte, but that's just seems to be the Shape Tape seems to be its most popular attribute. And with this whole foundation color fiasco, I don't know how good its rep is gonna be after this, to be honest. He left me. So the Shape Tape concealer did blend out very well with the foundation, which is something I was worried about. I've yet to set it, but as you can tell, it does fade really nicely into the color. Like I said, I don't know if I matched myself as well as I could have, but you know, it's fine for now. I'm gonna go ahead and get my translucent setting powder, get that baby out. I'm going to take my Dream Wander powder and just set everywhere else that I have that foundation. Now, without setting it right here, the foundation already feels like it's set, which is something that's really cool. I just noticed that too, that it already feels 100% set. Now, you knowing me, I like to make sure my face is masked. Cannot be seen, so I'm gonna go ahead and I just drooled. I'm gonna go ahead and set it anyways, at least in the places that have yet to have any powder, which is kind of hard to tell now that nothing's sticky. Alright, and since I already did my eyes, I really don't need to keep the bake on too long, but we'll leave it on long enough to do my contour. So I'm going to go ahead and take my Tan to Medium Anastasia contour kit, which I have got into, I don't know if you can tell, but those pans are about to go. So we're going to take my really nice contour brush and just do a light one since we're not really trying to do too much today. Alright, we're going to go ahead and blend that with my fluffy e.l.f. brush. It's a complexion brush, but that really means anything blending on your face, I believe. So, not only are we going to wipe some of that loose powder baking underneath that contour, I'm also going to blend in that slight contour. Like I said, I'm not going to do really intense today. I'm not in the mood to be intense, although I'm an intense person, don't get me wrong. I also just got my nails done for Valentine's Day. They're all pink. This one's glittery. If you don't know how I'd like to do my nails, it is all of them matte except one really pretty glittery one. I don't know why, it's just something that I like to do. Some people do like multiple different colors. Like, no, just similar colors, just one sparkly. It's that one right there. I don't know if you can see it. I am not one to like Valentine's Day a lot. And although I'm not single this year, I'm still not really gonna like the day. Yes, am I gonna get gifts? Hopefully. Yes, am I giving gifts? Sadly. It's also a day to eat a bunch of candy. And although some people will be like, no, you mean chocolate. It's Valentine's Day. I don't like chocolate. So that's probably another reason I don't really like Valentine's Day, because chocolate is awful. I don't like chocolate, therefore I don't like a holiday surrounded by it. I just feel like it's another day to waste your money on things. Now, do I expect my boyfriend to waste his money on things for me? Of course, it's Valentine's Day. So, although this was a light contour, I didn't really need to do much blending, so it worked with just the brush. I am going to tighten up this nose a little bit more, clean it up under, and then also on the forehead, although I try my best, that does seem to get very orange with my contour, so we don't want an orange forehead. Okay, now I'm all done with that. I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of this bake off with my big fluffy brush that I love. Alright, and I'm going to real quick touch up my under eye areas like I told you I probably would be, so I kept it out. So I'll be right back with that. Alright, so I'm all done with most of my look. I finished up my under eye that I had to basically redo because of my concealer, which is fine. I knew I was probably going to have to do that. But let's go ahead and do the rest of my actual face products, which will be of course, my Lorac bronzer. If you don't know it, that this is one of my favorites by now. It's Golden Girl. It's like the only really sparkly bronzer you'll be able to find. Most people don't like a sparkly bronzer, but I kind of have the mindset where if you already put contour on and you're also using a bronzer, why isn't it shiny? If you just want a matte contoured look, just use contour, not bronzer. I also like to put it down my neck to kind of just match up a little bit of the color if it doesn't seem to be matching, which today it does. It's because it's a new foundation, so it's kind of double mark. Forehead tone, a little nose, just to make sure it looks snatched. And blend the cheeks out because we don't want a prominent look. I'm going to go ahead and do my blush, which I'm going to be using my 24-hour Amazonian Play Blush and Captivating. If you don't know how I do this already, please do feel free to go back to a different video and watch, because I'm going to go ahead and do my blush and my mascara off camera at the same time. I do have some pretty long eyelashes by themselves, so on my everyday life, I just throw them some mascara and go. However, I do have some more to do, because of course we have to top this with highlight and a lip color. So I'm going to go ahead and use this liquid highlight by e.l.f. I've had this for a while. Now I know some people do like to put this on before all their foundation, and I put it right on over everything because a true foundation will hold, and so far, especially with the padding, looks like it's holding. Now of course this isn't the only highlight I do. If you think I do this amount of highlight and call it a day, you obviously don't know me, because that is not enough shine for this girl right here. I feel like I still feel naked. Like, what is this? So I'm gonna go ahead and pull out my Forever and Always Stila Heaven's Hue highlight, which is the putty. I love this thing so much. I use it a lot. I like to fix it and mold it, but I just love it on my finger. Look at that. That's nuts. But let's get a little bit more serious. I'm gonna take my smudger brush and, of course, wet it a little bit. I'm gonna use my bigger one for this. Closer. I'm running out, so I got a new one, the smaller one. And of course, I'm gonna put it in my inner corner. Ugh, I live, breathe, and die. This is one eye without the Stila. Like, it changes the game. I don't know what to tell you. Just look at that. Like, hello, hunty, I'm home. Look at this. Boom. I'm sorry, I get too excited over highlight. So we're gonna go ahead and take my absolute favorite highlighting brush. It is the blush brush from e.l.f., although I don't like this tiny highlight brush. I like this fan brush. Like, it doesn't it doesn't do the job for me. I need a lot more highlight than that. So we're gonna wet this just a little bit and go into the Stevia. This is just with the e.l.f. and then I was doing makeup the other day with my sister, and I was just doing my glitter glam look with my Stevia glitter, and she said I look like a satellite, which of course is always my goal. Alright, so of course I do like to buff out some of the areas with a lot of shine that you don't necessarily want a lot of shine. I like to have a nice dewy glow on my forehead always, so I do buff it out just a little bit, and you can still see the shine of it. Buff out my nose so it doesn't look as obvious as it already does. The upper lip and the chin, just to really give it this nice luminous glow without blinding you. That's their job right there. And I do like to take my beauty blender just a little bit into the under eye to just keep that area very mattified and clean. You can still see my highlight. Now we're almost done, but one of the most important things, besides of course the setting spray. Oh, I was cleaning my beauty blender today and it broke just a little bit. I need a new one. It's been a sad day. Rest in peace, my love. We're gonna go ahead and pick out that lip color, which is one of the hardest things to do, this after highlight. Like, I'm not gonna do a top highlighter either. Like, I know I'm just trying to review the actual Shape Tape product, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do some basics. So I'm gonna go ahead and use two colors from two different bundles. This was the Christmas bundle. This is Savage, which I believe I've used before. I have used this before, the Velvet. Or I could use my Cupcake Gloss from the birthday bundle. I'm gonna put the matte back because when I was in high school, which wasn't really too long ago, but I'm gonna go ahead and go in with this Cupcake lip gloss, which was my favorite thing to wear in high school, was a nice lip gloss. My lip gloss was cool. My lip gloss was popping. Alright, so that will be it for today's video. I know, you're probably wondering, Cameron, why are you trying to end it without telling us your review on the actual foundation, which was what today was about. So let me get to that real quick. I'm looking at it, and the skin tone matches really nicely for me because I am of the pinker white skin tone. Now, like I said in the beginning, this was very controversial. I almost didn't even want to buy it or do this video because I feel like they should have released the full range. But that did not stop me. I went ahead and bought it, and to be honest, because I love the concealer so very much, I needed to try it. And I'm really glad I did, because this foundation is so like nice and lightweight. Like, it doesn't feel like I'm wearing a full coverage foundation, but I am, because it covers a lot more than my match does. I have to layer that one. I have food sitting there, but I usually have to layer that one to get my full coverage that I want. This was one layer. I had to fix some splotches because I didn't quite apply enough the first go around. Very smooth, easy to blend, especially with the concealer. I have absolutely nothing bad to say about the product in itself. The advertising and the color match was not okay, but for me, you know, I like it. I like it a lot. I've always loved the concealer, and it is so nice feeling on the face that if they have your color, or even if they don't and the color's coming soon, I would definitely suggest this product. It's really a really nice foundation, especially because it matches very well with the concealer. But I don't want anyone to hate me for reviewing this product, for trying this product, for liking this product. But for those of you who are still waiting for their color, bear with me. If you really want to try it after all this and you finally got your color, do try it. It is a very, very amazing foundation, and I'm definitely going to be using it in future videos. No disrespect to people that don't have their shade out. I'm so sorry for the struggle. But I love the foundation. I'm going to be wearing it more often, and let's just hope Tarte steps their game right back up to where they were, because that last launch did not work for me, did not work for anybody else. The foundation was beautiful. I just wish they would have waited to have the whole color range. But without further ado, thank you so much for sitting in here and watching to me talk. It was an absolutely amazing experience. This is my first review video, so tell me what you think. Comment down below. Subscribe, ring that notification bell. Let me hear it, the little that. Thank you so much for joining me on this little adventure. If you liked the look that I did and you did want a step-by-step tutorial on my everyday natural makeup look, do let me know. If you want me to use the specific products from my high school years in a video, that I can do that too. My peach palette. I can use my Moonchild highlight if you want me to. Just let me know what you want me to do. But I hope you lovelies had a great day. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next week.